Hi, welcome to episode number 5. So, what is more important? Some people say that the destination is very, very important. But second perspective says that not just the destination, but the journey is more important. You should enjoy the journey. Well, there is another perspective to it. And third perspective says not just the destination, not just the journey, but the people with whom you are completing the journey, with whom you are reaching the destination. That you should enjoy, and that is the most important part. So, which one do you consider is more important? What does your mindset say? Well, before you decide that, let me add one more perspective, and that can probably have the biggest impact on the mindset that we have towards our goal. And that perspective is nothing but sense of contribution. Well, let me set a context of this. What do I mean by sense of contribution? Very recently, we saw our women cricket team winning the World Cup. And when I was listening to the press conference, I heard something like this, where she said that they were not looking at the scoreboard when they were defending a score of around 300. They were not looking at the scoreboard. They were just focusing on 10 good deliveries that can give them those 10 wickets. And she also mentioned that she knew that the other team has also come here to win and they are going to fight back. When they fight back, there are going to be partnerships, or there are going to be moments which are going to go in their favor. But where was the focus? The focus was on getting those 10 wickets by bowling 10 good deliveries. So many a times we when we focus on our goal, when we focus on our destination too much, it can lead to anxiety. And my personal experience is that yes, most of the times when we are talking about a far-fetched goal, when we are talking about a dream goal, we end up feeling more anxious than ever. And in those cases, it makes sense to focus on what can I do right now, what can be my contribution in the present situation. Well, I'm also reminded by the thoughts of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, where he also talks about the same thing, that he always thinks, what can I contribute in the current situation? So in this situation, whatever is the current situation is, whatever is happening right now, what is it that I can do? Now, when I start thinking about this perspective, I also start thinking that, hey, most of the times what we do is we talk about this has happened, that has happened, this has gone wrong, that has gone wrong, or we end up blaming somebody. We can also talk about how difficult the situation is. When we do all of that, one, we may get overwhelmed by thinking that the situation is difficult. Second, we may get fearful. Third, we may get anxious, or the list can be very, very long. But instead of doing all of these, I can simply accept the situation that, hey, this has happened. Now, what can I do? And then the question that would come up is that, what can be my contribution? How can I contribute wherever I am? Now, one of my friends asked a beautiful question on this, that, all right, you were chasing a game. You decided that you would be contributing. You tried to contribute, but somehow you could not win the game for your team. So what do you do in that case? How do you handle that situation? Well, again, earlier you were thinking about winning the game. Okay, you were in the middle of the game. Now you just need to move here, meaning you need to move here, saying that, hey, my game is over. Whatever happened, happened. How can I look? How can I contribute in my next game? What is my next game? And well, this perspective is not just limited to losing. It is also applicable to the areas where we are already successful. Meaning, if you have won the game, you don't keep talking about it and you don't keep live in that moment. You enjoy that, but you focus on the next moment and ask the same question: how can I contribute? And it reminds me of movie Dangal, where Amir Khan was appreciating his daughter for winning a state or a national championship, and he says, "बेटा आज enjoy कर लो, but कल से आगे की तैयारी करनी है." So we always focus on contribution, and like if we are focusing on the target, sometimes the effort will go in our favor. Sometimes the results can go against us. So you will not have a situation where you're enjoying 10 out of 10 if you have this kind of a mindset. But if you have a mindset of contributing 10 out of 10 enjoyment, 10 out of 10 being joyful and flourishing, thriving, contributing, growing, 10 on 10 times is possible. If you've already tried this, if you're already living this kind of a with this kind of a mindset, well, it would be a great idea to share the impact of this and let other people on this channel know that it has helped you. But if in case you have not been having this kind of a mindset, but if you'd like to implement this, I would love to hear that. What do you think is going to be the impact of implementing or adopting this mindset in your life? So till then, see you in the next video.